guys, Jen with Bundutec USA. Today I have got a great video that we want to do for you. So we get tons of people that call and ask because they know our experience in the industry about what we can do with flatbeds and side door entries. So we have a unit that customer brought in for some maintenance. They actually purchased it October of last year. This is a side door pop top that we did for them. We're calling it the Odyssey. It'll be up on the website after the first of the year so you guys can take a look at it. The gentleman that bought this unit has over 90 nights in this camper, and they actually just finished going on the Trans-America Trail from Oklahoma to Virginia. It's a dirt path off all paved roads that he actually did. He said when he was here dropping it off that the person that created the trail actually pays attention. If they come in and pave a road, he will change the trail so that you're completely on unpaved roads the entire time. Said it was a great trip, recommends it for everybody, but while the unit's here for maintenance, I asked his permission if we could go ahead and do a video for you guys, and he gave me the okay, so I'm super excited about it. So like I said, this is a side door unit. It does have a bunda half on it. Rory designed these brackets specifically to lift the awning above the entry door so we could still get the half and use the awning because it is a great feature that a lot of people enjoy. He's added some decals to it. If you take a look, as we kind of do a walk around on the video a little bit later, you can see the scratches and the dents. This is a well-used unit and him and his wife absolutely love it. So they did change some things on the outside. Rather than the standard 751 locks that come on all of the access doors, they actually switched them out for locks that are keyed independently, so they didn't have to worry about when they travel having everyone with a 751 key. So it does have the pitch angle at the back, which gives it that off-road additional feel for the people that are into the side row or the side door units themselves. So a little bit on the outside. We'll take a look on the inside and kind of show you the layout and what we've got in store. So on the inside of the unit, when you come in, this has what we call the cafe rear dinette seat. So it's two-person seating at the back of this unit. They put their own tabletop on. They do have the Lagoon table, which allows it to swivel and move around, which is a great feature. When we did this unit for them, we also had them, or they also asked us to create a conversion for the dinette. So when their granddaughter goes, they actually have a board that fits in between, and then both of the dinette cushions fold down to give them a bunk for their granddaughter. So they've got storage behind each dinette seat. They added some cargo netting in front of the dinette so they can store additional gear as well. And like I said, they designed their own tabletop. The original table we had was the same size, so it fit onto the dinette for the bed, and they just thought it was a little bit too large for what they needed, so they downsized the table a little bit. On the table they added, he did actually install a dual USB port on the top of the table as well, which I thought was a cool feature. For those of you that travel with devices that need charge, great feature to add on the table. It was something we thought was pretty innovative. And then it has a small reading light as well. They did upgrade the windows in this unit to the insulated windows, which is a must for us in any type of cold and hot weather camping. They're a great feature that adds to the unit itself. And then he's got the standard max air fan, which we do put in all of the units, which is in the back of the roof as well, and then the addition of the cargo netting that you can see above each dinette seat for storage. This does have the ripstop material tent as well, which is the green material. For 2020, we will be going to the Riptec material, which is out of South Africa. Same tents that the rooftop tents and the awnings are made out of. We're having it sent in so that we can work with them to have it installed for the tents of the camper. So we're excited about that change coming up as well. So once you get past the dinette, we swing around to the kitchen. So with the side door entry unit, you do get a little bit more of an open floor space layout, which is kind of nice. So on their kitchen here, they did opt for the upgraded glass top sink and glass top stove. And then standard features on the unit, like normal, you've got your USB outlet, your roof jack lift, your water pump access, and then additional storage as well. So standard options for most people. This unit we did install the Truma in as well, so it does have that combination water heater and furnace unit, which is a great feature that we love and they love as well. He also added a stereo to this unit, so stereo face is located in the kitchen, and then the speakers for them are at the end of the dinette. And then a single overhead cabinet in this unit instead of a double. They did not want it to impede over the dinette itself, so we just added a single cabinet for them over the dinette. And then the insulated window in the kitchen as well. So in this unit, they do have the Blue Sky solar controller, which is here at the end of the dinette. They installed this themselves after the unit was picked up, and I believe it has 2 solar panels on the roof. They've been really happy with the Blue Sky. I am not personally familiar with it. We do use Zamp for all of our stuff, but you can easily add solar after the fact if you've got the right knowledge to be able to do so, as long as you have all the parts. So standard dinette, or standard Cabover, excuse me, queen size mattress, 60 by 80, just like we have in everything. It does lift up for storage. I'm not going to do that because they have personal stuff in here, but they've actually chosen to remove the gas props that we used to hold the bed open to give them better access underneath the bed, which is something that's easily doable on the props for that as well. So instead of a standard fridge in this unit that we normally use from NovaCool in the front walls, they opted for the pull-out fridge. One reason they did that is because they already owned one. So this is a National Luna fridge. It's one that they've previously owned, and rather than buy a new fridge just for the camper or use the permanent mount up front in the front wall, they opted for us to use the fridge they already had. So it's on a slide, just it's venting there, but it's on a slide just like all of our pull-out fridges. So the slide pulls out, and then the National Luna opens, so they have full access to the fridge when they want it, and then when the fridge is not in use, obviously slides back in place, and then the doors cover in front of it. Standard converter in this unit as well from Artera. It is not a lithium upgraded converter, but this is our standard converter that we use for the Group 27 and the Group 24 batteries. This unit also is similar to the BunduCamp in some features, as it has the cassette toilet only. So as you come into the door, you just have the cassette toilet. Some people put a curtain on the roof. These people have opted not to, just to kind of hide it, but it's a great feature, not only for a third seat if you need it, but always for that late night emergency or traveling emergency if you need a restroom as well. And it does swivel, so you can swivel it out of the way if you're not using it. And then they added some hooks on the front side to put some storage step stools and that kind of stuff as well. And then they added a towel bar above the toilet as well as another cargo net. We utilize cargo nets in the truck campers quite often in our personal units. Rory uses them in the truck camper. I used them in the last buyback that I had. Extremely nice to get that stuff up out of the way, to have complete storage without having a bunch of extra cabinets and stuff to move around for stuff that can tendency to slide when you travel. So in the cabover of this unit as well, they opted to put a second max air fan for airflow rather than a hike vent, which we've seen some people do if they want extra airflow. Great feature. They didn't really need the skylight variation to lay in the dark and watch the stars, so they opted for the extra ventilation in its place, which is not a problem, just something that you have to ask for. So hamper storage on each side of the cabover as well. Both driver and passenger side have storage, so like all of our units, standard north-south bed with plenty of storage on the up there for all of your gear, clothing, etc. Anything you want to put up there is just fine. So that's a look at the inside of the unit. Very popular. We get tons of questions about it. It's been a really good model for us. We're excited to introduce it for 2020 and see what kind of interest it gets. If you have questions, we always do custom work. So if you have questions and want to know if we can tweak something or work with you on something specific, definitely let us know. If I can't help you, I'll get with Rory, and he is always willing to help with that design work as well.